Oh my gosh, guys. It's a pantry raid.
Hi, I'm Shelly.
And I'm Tony.
We're TNS Dogs and Dragonflies Farms, and we have joined a collaboration with Vickie's Country
Farm.
And it's called Pantry Raid. So tonight we put together a meal entirely from our pantry.
Yep, everything we use is stuff that we keep around the house constantly.
Yes, and hopefully it'll give you guys some ideas. We don't have a recipe for this, so take it for what it is.
Hope you guys enjoy if you give it a shot.
So as you can see in our pantry, we have numerous jars of things we have stored away. So I've already selected a couple jars out of here because I've got a kind of a catch-22 to mine. All right, so this is what I have selected out of my pantry to cook tonight. There's no recipe for this, so my catch-22 is I broke a tooth. So whatever I'm going to make has to be something that is soft that I don't really have to chew. So I grabbed my garlic, I grabbed my dehydrated carrots, my dehydrated celery, I grabbed my dehydrated potatoes, some milk powder, our chicken bouillon, salt, pepper, onion, and some butter, and bacon. So stay tuned, see what we're making. At least maybe you'll figure out what to do with all the dehydrated stuff you all put away. Or at least this will give you an idea to start dehydrating. All right, so what I've selected to do first is I've got some hot water here and I've got my bouillon. I'm just gonna take a couple of spoonfuls of it, mix it in with the hot water. Like I said, there's no recipe to this, so I'd say there's probably 3 tablespoons in there. So next I got my dehydrated potatoes. This is hot water. I'm just gonna start adding some dehydrated potatoes to that and start letting it rehydrate. Also to that, I've got my dehydrated celery. I'm just gonna throw just a little in, not a whole lot, just for flavor. Next is my dehydrated carrots. There's some in there. So for now, I'm just gonna let that sit and just rehydrate. All right, so now that it's pretty much rehydrated, I'm gonna put it on a medium heat. Now I'm gonna chop up my bacon into little bitty pieces. I only took half because I'll leave that and it'll make a good size for BLTs later. So I'm just gonna chop this up. So now that I got it chopped up, just got it on in my little pan and I'm going to grill that up or just cook it up. While that's cooking up, I've got 4 pieces of garlic. I love garlic. We're just gonna chop that up. So I'm only gonna use half this onion. It's huge. So I'm gonna chop that up. All right, so the bacon's all pretty much done. I'm gonna take that out and put it in a bowl. Got my onions and garlic all minced and chopped up. All right, so I'm not gonna dump that grease out because I'll use it. I'm gonna dump my onions and garlic in there and, you know, basically. All right, so got them caramelized.
All right.
So the other half of me is in here helping me now.
Yeah, she let me out of the garage for a bit.
So just putting the onions in there. Gonna let that simmer. We're gonna need that. All right, so he threw some butter in here and we got some warm water and we're gonna add some of this milk powder to it. We're gonna basically make milk, so. Just to stir that in.
good.
Yep, and then you're gonna put it in here, in your pan. So you're gonna add a little bit of pepper to this. I would wait till the end to add salt because I don't know how much. Just add some pepper.
About that much? You tell me when.
Yeah, that looks good. Like I said, there's no recipe to this. This is just a pantry rate.
Okay.
So he's gonna stir that around. Get that butter all melted. Then we're gonna add a little bit of flour to thicken this up. Basically making a roux. Yep. Sort of like what gravy's made out of, but it thickens it up. The fact that I used potatoes that were dehydrated, there isn't quite as much starch in them.
Okay.
So this is gonna basically thicken everything up. All right, so now you're just gonna add some flour and then stir that up. And it should start thickening up. So this is starting to look good. It's gonna look like a paste. That's what we're going after. All right, so everything's been simmering away in here. It's all soft. You're gonna go ahead and dump that in.
Dump it in. You all heard it, right?
Dump it in. We're gonna get our handy dandy masher tool and start mashing it all together. All right, so we gave up on the masher. We're just gonna use our immersion making potato soup. All right, so it's starting to look like soup. In fact, it is soup. And so now you're gonna stir in some bacon, but you're gonna keep some out for decoration.
Okay.
All right, then you just serve it in a bowl, throw some bacon on the top, and use some crackers. You could put cheese on this if you wanted to, and this is just simple soup. Simple potato soup. So what do you think, hun?
I think you gypped me after surgery. Like, I could have had this stuff. Cheater. That's good.